But I'm not African, I'm Jamaican. I'm of African descent, but my great-grandparents are from Syria and India. Therefore, I'm not just African. Yeah. I get you, buddy. I understand that. Too deep. We cannot call everyone African.
You cannot tell the average Jamaican right now that they are African, even though 90% of the population is predominantly of African descent.
Yo, what's popping? I am the Kenyan beast. Come with me, let's roll the African way. So there is this discussion I've seen on the social media, and I thought that it's good for me to jump onto it because it's about my favorite country. Jump down, you know. It's about Jamaicans and Africans. So someone said you cannot tell an average Jamaican that he is African or she is African. She will complain, no, I'm not African, I am Jamaican. Now, not even Jamaica only, but in Caribbean. You remember the issue of Dominican? No, I'm Dominican, I'm not black. I'm Dominican, I'm not black. But a lot of people think that Jamaicans are Africans. So that's why we all prefer that Jamaicans, Africans. Okay, about the origin of Jamaica, most of them from Africa. But remember, there is Jamaicans who came from Asia. I think China, Chinese Jamaicans, Indians Jamaicans. You understand? So this lady was saying, when you tell a Chinese Jamaican that he is Chinese, yeah, he is happy that, yeah, I'm Chinese. He knows one or two things about China. When you tell an Indian Jamaican that you are Indian, yeah, he is like, yeah, I'm Indian. Because he knows one or two things about India. But she was saying, when it comes to Jamaica, when you tell a Jamaican that you are African, she'll be like, or he'll be like, no, I'm Jamaican.
You can tell the Indian that they are Indian, and they have a clear sense of what Indianness looks like and feels like. If you ask about Chinese, people are very clear about who Chinese are, whether it's the old Chinese or the new Chinese in Jamaica. It's a very clear sense of identity. If you ask who the Jews are, you have no notion, the Syrians. But you ask about the Africans, and then people look sideways at you and wonder if you're going mad, and have a retort ready for you to say, no, but you're Jamaican. But if you came from Africa as corn.
That's right. I understand that. But let's discuss, me and you. Are we Jamaicans or are we Africans? Now, there's some of this, it was a discussion and people commented, I think most are from Jamaicans, they said this. Someone said this, it is not about ancestry. We know our history, it's about our culture. It's not about ancestry. Jamaica's ancestry is from Africa, but she said it's not about that. We know the history, yes, but our culture, we are Jamaicans, not Africans. Okay, Jamaicans are descendants of Africa, not necessarily Africans. Our country, culture, and swag, not necessarily Africans. Own country, culture, and swag. This one she's saying, Jamaicans are descendants of Africans, but we're not Africans. We have our own country, our own culture, and our own swag. That's why we are not Africans, we are Jamaicans. Another one saying that, I'm definitely African descendant. I know my history and proud of it, but I'm Jamaican. End of story. Lol. Yo, well, I'm just reacting on this discussion. People saying that it was a discussion that a Jamaican, an average Jamaican doesn't want to be called an African. Now, these are saying, yes, I'm definitely an African descendant. I know my history, I'm proud of it, but I'm Jamaican. End of story. I think I concur with him or her. Yeah. You are a descendant of African, but you're Jamaican. I don't know where to stand. I don't know where I'll choose to support Jamaicans, or Jamaicans, Africans. I don't know. Someone saying, because we are not. Yeah, this one, she's straightforward. We are not Africans. Jamaicans are a mix of many races, not just African. Yeah, that's true. Jamaicans is a mix of many races. Out of many, one people. And that's why the lady was saying that you may tell a Chinese Jamaican that you are China. You are from China, you are Chinese. And she will be okay with it. You will tell Indian Jamaican that you are Indian, he'll be okay with it. Well, but when you come to a Jamaican, tell him that you are African, I'm not okay with it. I'm not African. Okay. It is not ignorance, it's anger for the continent that left us behind and did not fight for us. Oh God. Yeah, I understand that you know, it is so bad, even for me, so bad to know that our people, Africans, sell Africans to the whites. I don't know what we're thinking, but I don't know. And that's why we are trying to connect. That's why we are trying to bring back our people. You know, the generation is after generation 1,000 years back, 500 years back, you know, but we need to correct the wrongs that our forefathers did. That's what we are trying to do. Me as Kenyan Beast, that's what I'm trying to do, to connect with my Jamaican people. Maybe I have one in Granada who is Kenyan and I don't know, and he is my cousin. Yeah, maybe, you know, the slavery period happened in the West Africa the years back, and the Bantus were in the West Africa, and the Bantus later migrated to East Africa, to South Africa, the Zulu, the Luya, the what, and I am a Bantu. Maybe the Jamaicans are Bantu. People from Haiti are the Bantus. So that's why I'm trying so hard to connect with my African people. That's why we are doing it the African way. So I understand it's not ignorance, but the anger. But we cannot make the anger be recurring day after day. Our forefathers did a mistake for selling our people, our brothers, and we need our brothers back. This generation, we need to seal this up. We are Caribbeans, respect us. This one, she's straightforward. We are Caribbeans, respect us. Okay. I think a lot of comments here are about, they are saying, we are not Africans. I'm a Jamaican, but I'm proud to be called an African because I'm with a long shot. This one, straightforward. Well, as an African, that always get asked if I'm Jamaican. I understand the pain. Yeah. Every black man is from Africa, and in Jamaica, you mostly get black people. In my opinion, they are my black brothers. Yeah, sure. This story of black people, it's long way. We cannot end it unless we come together. That's why the people, the white people, they are taking advantage of us because, you know, we're saying black native Africans, we don't love black Americans, or black Americans don't like Jamaicans. It's a long way. They made us believe that we are not one people. They made us, it's like three brothers. You took three brothers when they are young, you take one to Caribbean, take one to the US, and leave other to Africa. So when they grew up, they have this, you know, they don't understand each other. That's what's going on. I'm sure there's more important matters in Africa to discuss rather than whether Jamaicans hate being called Africans. Yeah, more important matters to discuss in Africa. Because Africa, we have a long way to go. We have a long way. We have things to build. We have people to unite. We need to, you know, we haven't still recover. We are still under new colonial, you know, like indirect colony. I'm Jamaican, I'm not African, and yes, some of us have African DNA, but most of us mixed. Yeah, he's Jamaican, not African. I'm not African, but I'm of African descendant, two different things. He is not African, but from African descendants, two different things. I don't know. Let's see what Jamaicans have to say on this. But I'm not African, I'm Jamaican. I'm of African descent, but my great-grandparents are from Syria and India. Therefore, I'm not just African. Yeah. I get you, buddy. I understand that. Too deep. We cannot call everyone African. Yeah. I'm a Jamaican. My mother's from African descent. My father's from Spanish descendant. I'm my African. No, I'm Jamaican, a mixture of beautiful melting pot. That's deep. Mixture of African and Spanish, because in Jamaica there was Spanish, British, Tainos, Africans. Yeah. I'm a Jamaican. I'm Jamaican and I'm African. I know my history. Yeah, that's true. Question: do people from African countries say I'm from Africa, or do they name the country they are from? I can't read more. Do people from Africa say they are Africans, or they name country they come from? Yeah, for example, if I go to the US, I say I'm from Africa. Yeah, okay. I'm a Kenyan from Africa. I'm a Ugandan from Africa. I'm from Uganda. They don't know Uganda. They don't know South Sudan. They don't know. When you are there, they don't know Eritrea. Just say you are from Africa. They will, oh yeah, Africa, that country. They know Africa is a country. That's why I love being African, you know. So this issue of fighting whether a Caribbean is a Caribbean or an African, it's a way back long. This time we need to reconnect. Whatever our forefathers did, we need to build it, the bridges, we need to. That's why the aim of my channel is let's do it an African way. I'll bring you videos about African cultures, you know, the Bantus, the Nilotes, the Kushites. You have to know. If you have the same cultures with us, you have to know. You have to come to Kenya, yeah, to visit Kenya and see about Kenya. I understand about the slavery and everything, that on those. That cannot, let that not be thing that separate us. It was, you know, I'm feeling bad. It was meant to separate us, but we shall overcome it. That's why I'm bringing all these topics here, and I hope that this doesn't get you wrong. Of course, it was just a discussion that was somewhere, and I decided to jump onto it and let me see your view about it. What are you saying about this, African or Jamaican? Yeah, for me, I will say you're a Jamaican from Africa. The Jamaica country have to be in Africa. A lot of people knew that Jamaica is in Africa, but nevertheless, it went how it went. But all in all, we are black people and black nation. We are black. Black is our culture. Africa is the way. Come with me. Let's do the African way.